Hello there, folks. My name is Spoonks, and I saw Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie. It's okay. Now, as you could probably imagine, I didn't have the biggest hopes for this movie. I remember seeing the first film a couple years ago and thought it was, well, better than expected. It was just a perfectly fine, average kids movie. It did what it needed to do. I just didn't expect or ask for a sequel to it. But with the addition of them getting superpowers, it did intrigue me to see what they could do to expand on this series into a movie form, and it was pretty much more of the same for me. It's a cute, solid enough, fine enough kids movie. Starting with what I liked about this movie, first off, the animation, of course, is pretty solid, especially given the cheap budget for this movie. It looks pretty good for the type of movie it is. The textures all look great, and they did a really good job of bringing the simplistic designs of the TV show into a feature-length movie. The textures are all well done. It's a very vibrant, colorful film, and with the addition of the superpowers, it really makes the action scenes stand out, as they really do make good use of all the pups' superpowers, and it can lead to some pretty fun, entertaining action set pieces here and there. As this is a movie based off of the Paw Patrol, it also offers some pretty good, solid messages that are in line with the show's big catchphrase: no job is too big, no pup is too small, and I think it really handled this very well. It never felt forced, it never felt like it was talking down to its audience, despite this being intended for a much younger audience. I think it handled this very well, and there were even some solid emotional moments that were earned and were actually pretty sweet at times. I'm not saying it's like a Pixar movie or anything, but given that this is a Paw Patrol movie, there were some cute, sweet moments here and there. I also even liked a lot of the characters in here. The Paw Patrol themselves, they're all still cute, adorable puppies that do the right thing. We spend a lot more focus on Skye in this movie, and I think they handled her character arc very well here. She is going through some self-confidence issues, and I think the movie handled that well. But my favorite characters in the movie were the villains, played by Taraji P. Henson, and of course Mayor Humdinger. I loved these two every time they were on screen. When they first meet up, the movie starts to pick up. Their dynamic and the way they play off of each other was just so funny, so entertaining, and the actors who played them did a phenomenal job. They were definitely having a lot of fun recording the lines for this movie. You can hear it in the voices. There were even a couple of jokes in the movie that managed to get a laugh out of me. It's not a laugh out loud riot by any means, but definitely some chuckles here and there, and I definitely laughed one or two times throughout the movie. Once again, carried from the first film, the best joke in this movie is about the merchandise and how much kids love these toys. That one really caught me off guard and probably gave me the biggest laugh in the entire movie. But now on to the problems I have with this. First off, the story is definitely very similar to the first one. It's mainly focused on one of the Paw Patrol members and their self-confidence issues. And you can really feel the similarities between the first and the second one. I know it's based off of the Paw Patrol. I'm not expecting like anything major here, but at least a little bit of differentiation with the stories would be appreciated. Not just the fact that they're superheroes, but just a little bit more to make this not feel as similar as before. There are some times where the pacing can get a bit slow. There were moments where I'm like, all right, this movie's starting to feel a bit longer than it actually is. So I do feel like they could have worked a bit on the pacing a bit, especially during the middle when they're saving the day from all the craziness going on in Adventure City. I feel like that's when the movie starts to slow down a bit. And I also would have liked a bit more characterization for the rest of the characters, because outside of Skye and the main villains, a lot of the other characters don't do much. All those celebrity voices are just there to be promotional material, and like the first film, a lot of the other Paw Patrol members don't really have a lot to do outside of the one big climax scene and a couple other things and jokes here and there. So I'd really like to see more from some of the other characters here. So yeah, Paw Patrol was okay, not a masterpiece by any means, but certainly not the worst thing in the world. If you got kids and they're big fans of Paw Patrol, obviously take them to see this. They are going to love this movie so much. I'm pretty sure it's going to be their favorite movie for a while. And if you're a parent or an older sibling that will have to endure this movie because your siblings or relatives or kid wants to see it, it's not too bad. Again, there is worse. I don't think you will hate yourself for going to see the Paw Patrol movie. It's a perfectly fine kids movie. Once again, I think the kids will like it, and there's enough in here to appreciate and enjoy to make the experience not feel unbearable. And those were my thoughts on Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie. What did you all think of it? If you've seen it, did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media links at the end of the video. And until next time, everyone, stay sharp.
Mighty pups, they're here to save the world wherever they are needed. When things are looking tough, Ryder and the Mighty Pups have the mighty stuff. Chase!